Today's the day I can honestly announce that I officially respect a YouTuber, TGG. And here's the reason why. Earlier today, he posted a video. I'll just explain to you very short, very briefly. It was a 13-minute video, I believe. I can check right now, like about 13 minutes. Okay, 12 minutes and 15 seconds. And that video was strictly only based on the fact that he has enough of modders on GT Online, and the fact that he even took it to Rockstar Support, and all the respect that he got back, or the only response that he got back, was anything that a bot would typically say. And this is what I'm telling you, what I've seen, what I've heard him say through true fact, that first of all, everything he said, there was nothing I can deny. Because I've seen it all, I've faced it all, I've been there, that happened, I've given up on the game. I can only say that, and I'm sorry, but I did. I'm probably, if only I'd ever upload GT Online long stream recordings again, would only be just to see how long I would last playing the game without getting modded. Forget even getting crashed anymore. Just how long would I last before I start getting modded? Sure, it might be like short clip, short video or whatever, and I'll just be there like, guess I can't play today, but still. Going back to the main topic. Everything that he's said, everything proof that he's shown that he was actually in live chat support with a Rockstar Support member, a tech named Oliver, when he was literally saying in detail, to the best detail he could, to TGG's specific detail he could, saying that every time he tried to play GT Online, even if he did like a live stream, especially if he would do a live stream, he would be modded on, like he would be taken off his vehicle would get blown up, his game would get crashed, so on and so forth. And he even went as far as to joining a solo session, in which only in a solo session, by the way, only you can be in it, or in an invite only session where only you can be in it unless you invite someone to it. But he's been in a private session already, a solo session, of course. He says private session, but the legal Rockstar term is solo session. He's been in a solo session, minding his own business, only doing anything he could, because he can't do fuck all in a solo session, only for a modder to brute force his way into his session to keep modding on him. Because what modders have in the power of their own fingertips and keyboard and no life is they can use their mod menus to track a player's name, to say, oh, this is what the player is, okay, let's put it into our mod menu, see what session they're in, and brute force our way right through it. Like, there's absolutely no legal security, no legit security that the system has that can block a modder from joining. And he's faced that. He got modded in his own private session. And as much as it makes me laugh that it's true, it makes me sad. Because Rockstar, for how long now that anyone could have ever made a report, has done nothing about it! And it's I can't even say it's sad anymore it happens, because there's something worse. It's not drastic, it's not terrible, because those are basic words. It's not... It's the way opposite of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. This is its own word that I can't even use, that isn't even in any real way how I feel on how terrible this experience is in GT Online. It's just beyond. And I've personally commented on his video, saying the following to him, in word for word. I've snipped everything that I said. I said this: hey TGG, I respect your video and your response about Rockstar Support. Generally, what I've come to in the part conclusion, or more of a basis rather, because I'm still not in an official conclusion with Rockstar Support, is that when you ask Rockstar for an in-game or gameplay GT Online fix, they will always ask you, please change the session and see if the issue persists, as they have directly, he's even shown in his video that when he described that he also had problems of modders in his own private sessions, that they immediately said, please change the session and see if the issue persists. Well, duh, it does. And then, and this goes on, continuing again, and this goes on for any in-game related problem, not just modders, but bugs that the developers, I'm sorry personally for saying, are too lazy to fix, especially if it makes players resort from playing a game to buying shark cards as an added option to keep playing the game. Of course, by protocol, they are not required to redact through to purchasing shark cards, because it would tell us that they're only using us for money, treating the player base as wallets, as one person has said in their own video a few years back, but I can't find it anymore. And at this point, they might as well say that, since that would be the first ever time related to GTA Online that Rockstar Games customer support would actually be honest. For how long has Rockstar Games ever had something happen to us, but they haven't been honest previously, during, or even after of really anything different or any change that's happened specifically for GTA Online? Forget about anything else that exists. Forget about the definitive edition for Trilogy, because that was its own mess at the beginning that I'm glad they took part to update that, to even make any change. That's its own plus. But forget about that. We're just thinking about GTA Online now. So just think GTA Online, okay? And just listen to this. As well as this, if you have a problem with anything outside of gameplay related, that you can't even open the game, such as your GTA 5 gets an outdated error, or some error on Steam that says please search the integrity of your game files, and if you do that, it's gonna keep giving you that same error, their only answers would only be the following. 1. Disable your firewalls and antivirus apps on your PC, and reopen GTA Online, and please let us know if the issue persists. Or, please make a copy of the details of your PC, the integrity, direct, anything that you can find relating to information of your PC using DXDiag or some other thing that I completely forgot about, or MS Info, I believe. Something else that relates, and give us, let's say the Rockstar Support, a copy if they ask. They're gonna ask you how to get the DX or MS Info copy and to import that list to them, which is only like 300 kilobytes, and we will look further into that information. And if anything they catch, they're gonna say, oh, the graphics driver's outdated, please update that, and so on and so forth. Okay, fine, I need updates, but still, how does that fix your game? It doesn't. They're not being honest that there's something wrong with their game, but they're not lying. Because you see, if Rockstar actually did admit that something's wrong with their game, they were not fast enough to be able to find a response. So that way, instead of lying, they'd rather not say anything. So they're at that point of being dishonest, with the most extreme caution in any existence of GTA Online. And of course, continuing from that point, without honesty, they can't take the blame and be honest that their game is getting much more worse per year, let alone month, per update even, I should say. And if they can't blame you for any issue you may be facing, such as your graphics card is outdated, as I've stated a few moments ago, they cannot blame anything at all and continue to persist you into disabling your antivirus. Or something like that. Anything related, if it's outside of your game. If it's inside your game, of course, please change your session. Right? That's the only solution that exists for us, right? Oh, and if you ever do catch a modder, please report the modder through our in-game, reporting system, in which, by the way, Rockstar believes that even if, you think that they will block the report, in fact, we will still receive the report and will continue to look into this investigation to see if the player's legit or not. They completely blinded themselves from reality. That they pat themselves on the shoulder. They say, we're good, guys. We got the report of whoever the hell failed to get protections on their game with modding. Because, of course, some people forget to do that. They have no protections on their own modded account, and they get caught and they get suspended. That's on them, of course. Or they get caught directly, and then they get suspended, or they get caught with proof and they get suspended. So what? There's some moments that Rockstar actually can see it. But there's other moments that they use other players' names, in which they can be reported and banned for no intended reason. The modder's still going to keep playing and messing around with everyone using their own names. It's ridiculous. And I've been saying in bold letters on his video, as an extra message to what I've said previously, when Rockstar would say, please disable your antivirus and firewall, I said this: never, ever, ever, and I mean ever, disable your antivirus playing GTA Online at this point of, the existence of the game. Because any modder, as long as your game is open, they will in fact infect your PC through that game, through Grand Theft Auto 5.exe, with Trojan viruses without you even knowing about it. Until you alt-tab from the game, you're gonna get a pop-up, like I've done, happens sometimes, or until the game gets crashed. There's even a rare instance I still got a pop-up before the game officially closed. And I'm saying this, of course, from personal experience. I've already looked at my antivirus, looking at how many notifications I've gotten, and I can only tell you right now I've gotten 10 even more notifications through my PC of what IP attacked me, through what app, which is under GTA 5, told me when it happened, and that it was under that, and that only happens when my GTA Online is open, not even GTA 5, because forget GTA 5 being open, it's just GTA Online being open, logged in, you're connected to the internet, etc. That's how much protection that the game has. There's absolutely none. And I'm so close. Right now, I am so close. Like, I can't even make any space with my finger anymore. That I have to cut it open with a knife to give any space possible. That if I ever needed to, I'm uninstalling GTA Online and I'm waiting like that until the modders officially are gone. Just like that. And maybe I'll think about coming back, because I don't know if it's going to be officially fixed, or if some other one is going to be smart and make a mod mail that's going to let anyone be a modder practically, and force everyone to look like a modder, or so on. That's only up to their imagination, but still. I'm so close on installing at this point. And I've told him already, and it's true. And this is true, by the way. I have been contacting Rockstar Support myself, directly on their website, since September. Excuse me. And I still have been contacting them once per week, unless necessarily about modders on GTA Online, which could be 2 or 3 times per week, I'd say. And I've been in contact with the highest support team at this moment. I couldn't find any other word besides legal, since legally, if they have someone else to come talk to me, it would be an other higher up beyond the highest tier support, which would most likely be the developers. But they don't want to be caught in the mess. They just want to hear the information, see the feedback, and see if they can take action, which we already know that they won't at this point of the game, because why would they? Modders are just going to keep coming back, right? Type of thing. That's the wrong attitude they should have, first of all. If they ever think that, that's the wrong attitude they should have, and they should just take care of anything that they can at the moment, such as punishing them, suspending them, so on, for disregarding the legal EULA terms of installing mods for GTA 5, which is highly illegal. Alright? So I said, I've been in contact with highest people, of course, with the highest that I can contact, without anything more, which would be developers and so on. After watching this video, after watching his video of anything that he said, after seeing the familiar words in his direct response with live chat, with a direct tech support saying, we have directed this to the respective team, of course directing their information to the respective team. Honestly, after seeing those specific words directly, I've started losing hope in the official fix of modders in GTA Online. Not being dead honest with that. I will keep uploading modders from GTA Online onto YouTube, of course uploading modders caught, not in effort to catch directly who's modding, but just the fact that there is modding going on in GTA Online, and this is how we experience our gameplay. This is how we experience our gameplay in GTA Online, is because of these modders. And what do we see? Exactly what I see caught in the video. Mostly, I sometimes miss an information, something important and informative that I could use. And that's only because it initiates me to catch the modder. When I see, okay, that's this guy, I open my OBS, and then I press the record button and say, there's the modder right there. Hopefully that they didn't leave the game fast enough. Sometimes I managed to catch their names before they left. Other times I managed to catch who would be the weakest link being a modder, so on and so forth. Catching modders nowadays is really hard. And that's something Rockstar does not understand us in. And that they think, because you know someone's cheating, just report them, right? Yeah, it's easy to go in the in-game menu and just, oh, report. It's that easy, right? Thank you, Rockstar. Your services are finally underdeveloped to the point that modders are better than you. And the only thing that you can do is request Take-Two to take down other mod menus or other mods of other games besides GTA Online to show how much power you have. Of course they're going to retaliate GTA Online, no? Because you can't even take care of it properly. I'm so sorry that I'm being dead honest about this. But still, like I've said already, I will keep uploading modders on GTA Online onto YouTube if it's the last thing I do when I catch them with my own eyes without the need of mods or mod menus for the purpose that modding still exists in GTA Online, that modders will do anything to change the gameplay experience. I can't even say to make it worse, but I won't even say to make it better. I just say to manipulate the gameplay experience of other players in any session, either in retaliation against the game or to make the game seem quote-unquote fair in their own eyes for their own purpose, not bothering anyone around them. I will also keep updating the same support ticket since September, as I've already said, about modders, and I personally will tell him right now. I've told him in the comments, and I'm telling him right now through my video. I will use this video in my future response to the Rockstar Support, and I will also refer my own viewers to his video to say what the actual hell is wrong with GTA Online at this moment in time. Debating when I should make a video on this whole situation, of course, because I want to make sure I get an official response from Rockstar, which could be long, depending how long it goes from this point, because they're so far gathering all the information that I gave them as much as I can. Of course, anytime I can within a week before the ticket gets closed down, I have to start something new, and I would not want to do that. But right now, I can only say it would take at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes to go through all that information at this point. It will still keep going on. Okay? And I've told him myself, thank you for addressing this problem to your many viewers. He's already at 993,000 subscribers. If he gets 1 million, props to him, respects to him. I know I'm not growing anytime soon, because that's just YouTube. You start slow, you will always be slow, until you become the big dog. Then you will constantly just keep growing, like faster than gas. At this point, yeah, that's its own problem. That's YouTube's own problem, but still. Myself, going back to the reading, I'm trying my best to solve this situation directly using personal experiences, which is the strongest evidence that I can provide out there. Okay? And I'm, for one, honest that, for sure, I respect TGG. At this point, whatever he's been making videos on, whatever updates, contents, whatever that his viewers are watching, let them, they have fun with whoever they feel is most reliable. I appreciate it. And I'm glad that all of us are doing videos like these, and that's it. But the fact that he also had to address the major issue of GTA Online, specifically related to modders in GTA Online, the fact that he can only play for 5 minutes nowadays without getting modded in either a public, invite, or solo session, or even a friend session even. I don't know if he's made that, but still, at this point, I have any other words to say related to GTA Online. I don't know if I'll be quitting GTA Online anytime soon. For sure, I still have to make my GTA Online content later for Saturday. And I'm so sorry to say this, Rockstar, but you're making us fail our own hopes in believing that one day you will be a good company that we can all respect, because you're keeping all your information to yourselves. And is there anything that we can do about it? No, because we don't know. We think, but we don't know. We try to make theories, we try to prove, we try to show everyone any form of relief that we can, so that you guys can have some cut space for yourselves to breathe and think about what the hell you guys can do. But you're not taking advantage of it. It's already been since especially July that I've had so many modders come up to me or go to my session and say, I'm gonna crash you all, and then file crash or some other direct crash or some other bull crash that's been especially going on since the Tuners DLC. Especially with people being jealous of, your car drifts better than me, or you have more skill, I'm gonna crash you. And that's it. At this point, I'm losing hope and respect. At this point, specifically for GTA Online. Anything else that exists, that's its own content, that's its own views, that's its own thing. And that video, as you see, the whole 20 minutes of this rant, I would say, I will post his video in the description below. My Discord will also be there if you want to. I'll even put his channel. And I'm telling you guys right now, shout out to TGG. I'm sorry, I can't speak. I keep tongue twisting myself. Shout outs to TGG. Okay. Of the video that he's done. I respect it so much. I respect him, actually, for not just going to Rockstar Support, but to going with actual live tech with someone named Oliver, who can only say what he's directed to say, rather than being open and honest about what is actually going on. In which I bet if he'd say anything extra going beyond protocol, he would probably be fired, or she, or whoever the tech person would be. If they go beyond protocol, saying, oh, if there's something wrong with your game, please change the session, see if the issue persists, or if there's something wrong with your game, please disable your antivirus, disable your firewall, check the integrity of your game file, so on and so forth, some other bullshit that you should never do, except integrity of game file check, because maybe that could be work, but still that's also bullshit, because that solves nothing, especially if it's a modder that infected your game with a mod file. And what else was I saying? I have no idea, because that's just the biggest things out there right now. Dude. For that video, for specifically that video, I can honestly say right now, I respect TGG. Any other content that he makes, so what, let him. But specifically that one video of him speaking about modders in GTA Online. And I can tell you right now, I'm starting to get fed up with modders. Because they're acting so childish to the point that they're going from mature, that they used to, down to childish, that was kind of somewhat recent, to being especially babyish, being spoon-fed on a free mod menu or something that they use from their parents' bank accounts to give them free money or free mods that would go to what I've been seeing only recently, to going as far to saying, to going so personal that if you touch their motive or ego of being GTA Online most professional player out there, even once for saying that they actually truly use a mod menu to be where they are now, they will attack you so deeply into your game, into your computer, into your life, into everything that you've ever lived for, to say that you suck because you called me out on modding. That's already beyond this line, beyond this border that I can ever think of when coming to GTA Online. At this point, I'm so close to quitting that if I ever do quit, officially because of modders, GTA 6 has no chance to even see my wallet, to touch any part of my paycheck that I'll ever be getting in any future, until modders get resolved before GTA 6 releases. That's only until then. But for now, they're losing my hope, they're losing my trust, and they're losing any potential of me actually respecting their company. Because if they go as far as to forcing their tech support to giving them what they have to say by protocol, rather than actually letting them speak from heart, which is only what I can imagine why Laszlo Jones, Dan Houser, and the other amazing executives or other people who are working, their directors or so on, had to leave the company for. I can honestly think that as my most honest answer, and I feel so bad saying it, but it's true. It's dead true. I can't think of anything else I can say. It's... I'm relieved to let this out, but at the same time, I feel sad inside that one of my most favorite companies out there, possibly the most favorite company out there, who I've been playing their game since I was 2006 years old, not 2006 years old, but like since 2006. I was like 5 maybe at that time, maybe 6, 5-ish, I would say, that I've been playing GTA 3, literally being like, I want to play other GTA games because they seem fun. Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories, GTA 5, and then it comes to GTA Online, and everything in me just starts dying. And it's so unfortunate that I've built such a broken trust in the company after starting off so happily with whatever I faced. It was always positive no matter what, because I still kept playing and enjoying the game, doing whatever the hell I felt like doing, driving around, shooting people, the typical GTA, you know, of course not actual people in the game, because that's its own thing. That's PvP rather than PvE. But still, I'm personally saying this right now, being one of the most respected companies out there, that I respected that company. Now I'm losing that respect. I'm losing that hope, and I'm feeling that sense of just hopelessness at this point. And I'm so sorry that I have to say this out there. Whatever this will mean to Rockstar, coming from someone with only 400 subs, it's so unfortunate that I had to come to this conclusion. Or part conclusion, rather. Because my official conclusion, I still haven't written an official report, or official, what do you want to call, like, review on GT, and GT Online specifically. And I hope not to get there the way I am now, or any worse. But so far, it's only going any worse right now. And there is only anything Rockstar is doing at the moment. Speak about any other game out there, the Trilogy Definitive Edition, I'm glad they're fixing that. That's its own plus. Sure, I bought their game early on, but I don't know if I'll ever get my money back, as they've already probably been discussing, but that's its own thing. But GT Online related, I'm losing hope. Anything that goes on there, you can't make friends on GT Online. All you make there is modders. You meet modders, you make friends with modders, you die to modders, and you get screwed by modders. To the point that you may even need therapy. Personal therapy with an actual therapist IRL. For anyone who even goes to the point of, I got called out for modding, I'm going to be so brain dead in modding against you until you quit and die. Which is very sad. I'm very sorry to say this. I'm very sad that that happens, but Rockstar doesn't care. So what can I say at this moment? It will only be anything to them. Or to other people who do get modded and get attacked to the point where they're like, shit, this was my whole life all wasted. To other people who get personally attacked in other social medias for how they've been playing GTA Online legitimately, even as far as that, to being like, I don't know what I can do at this moment. Literally. The whole fan base related in direction to GTA Online has turned the whole table upside down, and it's so sad to see that. There's any other game I can think of off my mind besides League of Legends that the fanbase doesn't respect each other anymore. And in this game, no one respects each other. It will only be ever that you'd see someone legitimately fight against someone to say, bro, I'm sorry. We're just friends. I'm just doing this for the fun of it. I'm so sorry. Can we be friends or something? Just a friendly deathmatch even. But to go as far as to modding, to saying, I'm better than you, look at me press this one button that keeps blowing you up every time you spawn or every time you see your character. What can you do? What can you do besides get pissed off? Not yourself. You're not getting pissed off at yourself. Sure, you're getting pissed off at yourself because I can't do anything against them because Rockstar won't let me. Because if I start, I'm going to get banned. But going as far as to blame Rockstar for not even taking care of it. It's so sad. I can honestly cry right now. For how I respected the company so much with the other games that they've made that I respected So what, some bugs happen here and there. You have to find it sometimes, and sometimes it happens. So what? At least the game's still playable and enjoyable, especially single player. But until Rockstar went into online worlds to let GTA Online be its a thing that would make them money, hope that would make them money, I'm starting to lose respect for them. It's sad. It's sad that they're forcing people to play the game, especially to the point where they become so into their own brain, into their own self, to their own dead weight, that they're pulling with them every day, saying, I'm not as good as this guy in GTA Online. I have to keep pushing myself harder to get where they are. That when they ever get any time wasted from any modder or any griefer or anyone in the game, they will salt so goddamn hard. And I admit, I've sometimes had those moments, and I'm sorry. But they will go so far beyond the extent that they'll either install mods, start telling personal shit against people, and there's no moderation at all. And it is sad that the game went to such an insane moment in its life, before its own 10th anniversary even, within 60 years, that people start disrespecting each other. I can honestly tell you right now, in GTA Online, there used to not have been a best player in the game. But now I can tell you right now, the best player out there in GTA Online is one who is so cool with everyone. Doesn't matter if they get respected back, because there's always going to be someone who's going to disrespect you just because they see disrespect in themselves. So what? I'm glad they know how to use a mirror. But the most respectful player out there is honestly the most best player on GTA Online. And I'm saying that just out of any skill they have in the game. It's like, oh, you're bad because you can't PvP because I got 1-0 on you. Look at you running away because I shot you, and you're running because you don't want to fight me. So I'm going to tell myself that's because you lost that 1v1 for one death that you're going to run away. They just like to rub their own ego at this point. And it's sad that they've done this. It's just everything I'm saying right now is just so sad that the way the game is going in its direction is just the way it's going. But I'm saying this with dead honesty. I can respect TGG right now for that video that he's released just only a few hours ago even. There's only anything I can say right now. Like, let me check right now. Like, I'm gonna mute my desktop audio just in case. I'm gonna check his channel right now. How long ago did he release it? He released it 16 hours ago. He released that video 16 hours ago, which was at 4 in the morning-ish, EST. Of course, I was asleep, and I'm just finished culinary school, and I'm done, so still. It is sad that Rockstar has let GTA Online take that toll in its own life, and is doing nothing, only doing anything they could about it. I won't even say nothing anymore. I'd say they can only do anything about it, because sure, maybe they might see this in his video and actually take into consideration that their game is being less respected. But are they going to actually do anything about it? I'm losing hope in that. I wish to not say that they won't do anything about it, but I cannot say that they will do something about it. It's that false sense of hope I'm getting right now, that if I tell myself that they're going to do something about it, it won't happen. And the more I keep telling myself that something's going to be done, the sooner I'll expect it to be done, the more disappointed I'll be. And I'm lost in words at that point. If you guys want to watch his video, again, like I've said there, I will post his video in the description below. In my description below. I'll even put his channel there. He's almost 1 million subscribers. Wish him luck, honestly. And for any other future person out there who wants to play GTA Online for any reason, especially to make friends on there, I could tell you right now, good luck. Because that's not going to happen anytime soon. It just won't. GTA 6, if it ever has an online, is going to be the same mess that GTA 5 online is going to be right now. In fact, maybe even worse. Maybe better, but maybe worse. and that's only probably my assumption right now, and I'm being dead honest when I say this, is GTA 5's 10th anniversary would literally be GTA 6. They're gonna make GTA 6, call it GTA 6, but it's gonna be released just around GTA 5's 10-year anniversary to call it GTA 5, but GTA 6. If you understand what I mean. At this point, I cannot say here's the hoping, because there is no hope. And I'm sorry to say this, especially in front of Rockstar if they ever see this. But whoever wants to play this game, as of today, especially with TGG releasing the video he released today, I can honestly tell any new person right now who doesn't want to get cancer, who doesn't want to need a therapist every day for having, let's say, dead parents as an example, or for having cancer as another example, or any other personal issue that they will just say out of their ass that can actually attack someone and personally hurt them, I can tell you right now, if you ever want to play GTA Online to make friends, especially, good luck, because that's never going to happen.